Hi everyone, nice to see you. I'm Barbara and today I'm going to talk about the cultural dimensions and other topics that are related to this topic. Let's start. According to Hosted J 2001, the five main dimensions are identity, the focus that organizations or people place on group needs as opposed to individual needs, as well as on personal accomplishment and interpersonal relationships, is known as the value component of identity. Power. Hosty described power distance dimensions as upholding rigid guidelines that specify the kinds of interpersonal relationships people have. Within a cultural group, power depicts the degree of hierarchy upward mobility as well as the degree of inequality and equality. With respect to leadership, the power dimension can also symbolize a culture's inclination toward authority on the one hand, and laissez-faire leadership on the other. Gender. According to Hosted, two paradigms of thinking and acting about the world in connection to conventional values connected to gender roles constitute the value component of gender. The cultural inclinations or disposition toward imposing or strengthening masculine and feminine roles in the workplace are referred to as a gender. Uncertainty. The uncertainty dimension highlights cultures that are either focused on establishing stability and certainty or on embracing ambiguity. This is a society's tolerance for ambiguity according to Hosted. And time. The dimension of time refers to how groups of people are oriented in relation to time and space, including their inclinations toward customs and the past as well as their orientation toward the present and the future. Cultural competence. The capacity to interact and communicate with persons from different cultural backgrounds is known as intercultural competence. This suggests having the capacity to communicate effectively and appropriately while being aware of and respectful of cultural differences. Intercultural competency is crucial for promoting successful communication in multicultural settings and promoting mutual understanding and collaboration among individuals from various backgrounds. Differences in communication in high and low context cultures. There are notable differences in communication between cultures and with high and low contexts. Communication in high context cultures such as China and Japan is based more on body language, voice intonation, and overall context. A shared understanding of social relationships and situations is necessary for the implicit transmission of the information. Conversely, in low-context cultures like the United States, communication is more straightforward and explicit, with an emphasis on message clarity and logic. Reasons for miscommunication during intercultural encounters. There are several reasons why cross-cultural interactions can result in miscommunication. Language obstacles are among the most prevalent, as linguistic disparities can lead to miscommunications. For instance, if a cultural joke is translated precisely, a native English speaker meeting a Spanish speaker could not comprehend it appropriately. Cultural conventions about nonverbal communication can also differ greatly. Eye contact, for instance, may be regarded as disrespectful in certain cultures, but as a sign of confidence in others. This may result in incorrect presumptions on the speaker's intention. Stereotypes and presumptions about culture also matter. It can cause misunderstandings when someone assumes that all people of a culture share a particular set of characteristics. An individual from a culture that values punctuality, for instance, can perceive someone from another culture who is late as impolite, without taking into account that flexible schedules are common in that society. Cultural dimensions intercultural communication, and the need to develop intercultural competence in EFL learners to communicate effectively with speakers from other cultures and avoid miscommunication. English as a foreign language EFL learners must cultivate intercultural competences since cultural factors impact intercultural communication. This is due to the possibility of misconceptions resulting from speakers from diverse cultural backgrounds, having distinct conventions, values, and communication styles. Students are assisted in becoming intercultural speakers who can comprehend and adjust to cultural variations in addition to communicating information by including intercultural communicative competency into English language training. This is necessary to prevent misunderstandings and ensure successful communication. For English as a foreign language level, learners understanding cultural dimensions and developing intercultural competence are crucial because they allow them to comprehend and evaluate various cultural contexts. This fosters deeper comprehension and meaningful learning by improving their social and personal development as well as their communication skills and ability to address complicated subjects like sustainability from a variety of cultural viewpoints. And this is all of this video for today. I hope that you liked it and see you soon.